Hey guys, guess what? And spot another toy. This time around something useful, hopefully. Unlike those two. Maybe just one. No, not that one. It's a bit smaller. Where's the dingo? I'm getting go. Maybe he got lost. I mean, how can you get lost? There's only one road that leads here. Dude, check out my new ride. My Monday Mondoot. I think we need some light. Can't see anything in this mess. Man. Check it out, guys. But one of those things. A log trailer with a log lift. So this was actually my birthday present for this year. Now maybe some of you remember 2 years ago I bought Joseph as a birthday present. Last year I didn't buy anything because I was broke. Now I know I got that thing last year, but dude, I did not buy it. I just found it on the side of the road. It was so sad and lonely. And also there was a sign, "Take me home, country roads," plus a bunch of other stuff. So I just took it home, walked it home behind Joseph. But this year I bought that thing. That's my birthday present. Actually, I'm like 2 days late, but currently it's 20 of January, so 3 days late, honestly. But I went to look at it on my birthday, so I guess that counts. So for those who have not really seen this type of equipment before, essentially it's just a log trailer with a log lift on it. Now these things are very popular in Europe, especially the Scandinavian countries up north. All of these small forest owners have these, and I really wanted to get one actually even last year, but like I mentioned, did not have any funds for it. This year though, I was able to scrape enough together to buy this used log trailer. I think this will help me out immensely, because so far I managed all the forests with very basic equipment. Basically just if I could, I always used the Yanmar. I took the hoe to the forest and used that thing to move the logs around, but that's not very good. The main hauler has always been the Old Blue, which is an excellent forest tractor actually. Gets in and out of a sticky situation. At times I've also used this thing. This is like a giant log grappler that goes behind the Old Blue. It does get the job done, but man, you can only grab like maximum maybe three logs, 2 if they're medium sized, and if you take one giant log, then you can only walk out of the forest with a single log. And the forest is not far. It takes me like maybe 5 minutes to drive here with the Blue, but still like takes forever to get the forest out. I mean, to get the logs out with this thing. Use this for lulls. I should try to hook that thing up to this thing. But I'm pretty sure if I go to the forest with this thing, that this thing is not gonna come back from them. It's just gonna remain there. Could buy a new kit of it. Yeah, but yeah, I hope this will be very useful. At least I think it will be. So guys, actually I've been looking for a log trailer for the past couple of weeks now. I went through many options until I finally decided to buy that thing. For example, I went through buying a brand new trailer, something that would match the Old Blue. By the way, that's about 7 ton trailer for the old Blue. This is a 3.5 ton, so it's a bit lower. It's a bit out of the league. Second option was to buy something brand new, but at a lower class, also like 3 tons or something like that. The third option was to build a trailer myself, and I did think about it for a while, but I still went with this option. And I personally think it was the right option. Now the reason I didn't want to build my own trailer is the log lift part. This whole setup is the most expensive part of the trailer. I mean, obviously, look at that thing. There's just a bunch of box tubes there and some wheels. Nothing much to it. But the log lift itself is quite complex and not really worth trying to manufacture that on your own. You're just better off buying a complete set. And also, building your own trailer is not going to guarantee that you will get the best price. For example, I calculated that I could probably get like a very decent heavy-duty trailer done for about maybe $1,000, perhaps a bit more. But if I wanted a decent lift on it, I would need to pay around 5 to 6 grand for that lift. So total would have been about 7 grand, maybe a bit more, if I wanted to add some accessories and stuff. Now, already finished 7 ton trailer, let's say, would have cost me about, well, actually I did ask around from a bunch of different companies, and the price was about the same throughout the line. So after tax, about 14 grand for a decent trailer. So building your own trailer plus buying the lift part, 7 grand, and buying a already pre-made trailer, a decent one, about 14 grand. The second option that I mentioned was just getting like a, well, made in China piece of crap trailer, something like that. Those things are pretty cheap, and locally I could have got one for about 5,600 bucks, so 5,600 euros. But those things have many issues, and actually I want to address those issues. So basically this trailer is actually one of those trailers. It's not manufactured in China, it's actually a UK product, but the base of it technically is one of those cheap ass trailers. However, there is a major but in this situation. There's almost nothing original left when this thing was assembled. The guy told me the only thing that is original are the wheels, which by the way are pretty heavily worn down, as you can see on one side. That's pretty messed up, but they still hold there, so not important right now. What is important is who owned it. So he's an elderly fellow, and get this, he's a welder by trade. So he told me he pretty much just replaced everything that failed on this trailer, including the log lift part, because those cheap China trailers, they usually come with only one turning cylinder, but this setup has two. By the way, keep this in mind, this is very important if you want to buy a trailer like this. If it has just one cylinder, that's garbage, don't get that, because there's like a gear or something in there and it will just break that gear in half. That has happened countless of times. Even the guy who wanted to sell me this, not this one, but the brand new cheap trailer, told me about this fault. So when looking for these trailers, make sure you get the double cylinder setup on both sides. This is much more reliable. Also the log lifting arm, the guy has pretty much just replaced or welded most of it. He told me a story that, you know, when he was in the forest and he wanted to turn on the spot with a log, but the log got stuck somewhere and he pretty much just bent this entire thing like that. Complete Chinesium steel. Well, not this one, the one previously. So he rebuilt this area, made it stronger, and it has lasted, well, he used it for about 3 years until he got a bigger one. But he got all his logs carried out of the forest with this thing and nothing else failed on it. Another cool story he told me is that because previously it had those double cylinders instead of quad triple, he had a log in the clamp and he wanted to turn the thing, but the wind was so heavy that it could not even turn against the wind. The hydraulics just maxed out and the setup down there was unable to turn against the wind. I mean, what the hell? That makes no sense. But yeah, that's what he told me. Addition to a bunch of welding, he also changed out all the hydraulic hoses on the thing. Originally it came with a bunch of Chinesium hoses and those things just didn't last at all. So he installed some, I think the green ones are, those things should be pretty good. But you know, I think that's about it. It's a pretty beat up trailer overall. I mean, it has done a lot of work, obviously. It's many years old. But I'm still hoping to use it, put it to work. And I think it will benefit me quite a bit. Now, this unit originally came with the gasoline motor and an extra hydraulic tank on it. But he converted that to a... Well, basically I just need to hook something up to the tractor. Hoses. Oh, there we go. Hook these things up to the tractor. I'm not sure if they're gonna fit to my tractor. Maybe I need to buy different fittings, but we'll see. So I guess the goal of this video is just, let's go test this thing out. I do have a couple of trees that I fell near the borrow bit. I want to go pick those up before they go bad. And let's do a load, see how it works. About the tires, they're pretty messed up. I'll probably probably need to like swap them out so it would eat the other side instead. But I think I'm just gonna get brand new tires for the thing eventually. However, not right now. Let's just kind of test this thing out. Let's go wake up old Blue. Wakey wakey, you old fart. You have a new friend. Dude, I think Blue is excited. Or he misfired the starter. Whoa. I think I'm missing one part though. Okay, that's good. However, this will not work. Gonna go look, maybe I have something. Sadly, I don't have a spare female adapter. But maybe I can hijack one from the giant log lamp. By the way, this thing is a bit too big for the old Blue. I think this is a perfect match for a Belarus 82. But it's a bit too big for my little Blue. Man, everything rhymed. Guess I'm a poet now. Oh snap. Hopefully my hydraulic department has a solution. Oh, never mind. This doesn't work. Sadly guys, my hydraulic department does not have a solution. So I gotta go take a trip to the city. Be right back. However, we can do a quick hack, which I just realized. Honestly, I'm surprised it took me this long, but it should work. See on suhteliselt technically it should fire up now. Well, luckily this tractor has a locking lever for the hydraulics, so you can just kind of lock it down in either way. But the problem is that it doesn't really lock. If the hydraulic pressure gets to a certain point, the lock will automatically disengage. So for example, if I have it locked down and I try to do something with the hydraulics, which will basically lock it up, then the lever will automatically jump up. So I may need to maybe put some weight on the thing so it doesn't do that. Or maybe this block has something similar. I'm not really sure. It all actually kind of depends what the threshold is inside the tractor. If the pressure regulator is set lower in this block compared to the tractor, then this will pop first before that one does. So maybe I don't need to do anything, but guess we'll see. So this thing just keeps popping off. I need to secure it somehow. Just gonna put a piece of lumber there, I think. Holy hell, look at that flame, man. I think we gotta install some bushings there. Something's off in that situation, man. Look at that. Holy hell. Definitely need to fix that. That is pretty bad. Guys, before I go to the forest, I think I need to do a bit of practice. I'm gonna test it out on that pile a bit. A joystick would be a lot better, man. I can't understand anything from this setup. Like pushing the wrong button all the time. But maybe I can get used to it. If not, then I may need to change that thing out. Not sure. Türa küll, no täitsa lõpp, mina ei oska noh. Tee putsi ausalt ka noh. Mitte sitta karu ei saa vajutama peale. Well, I would say the trailer works as expected, considering its age. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get used to that though. There's just so many different levers, and although there's clear markings there what you need to press, but you just mess it up so many times. A joystick would be a lot better. Oh, and the obvious massive slack in the main shaft there. Now, as for lifting capacity, that thing should do about 500 kilos next to the trailer. But at its furthest point, it should still do about 300 kilos. I think the most important thing is that I just need to grab it from the center as much as possible. If I grab it from either side, it's gonna make the loading and unloading part a lot harder. So I should definitely try to aim to catch it from the center. But now that we got some practice, let's take this thing to the forest. Like I said, I got a couple of trees near the power line. No, I mean the borrow bit that I want to remove from the forest. So I'm gonna go cut it up quickly, then let's try to pick it up. I'm gonna try to gather the energy wood as well, but I'm not sure if this is worth it. Maybe it's too much work, too much effort and no results. Man, I missed this. I thought I'm gonna hate this part, but it actually feels great. Whew. Okay, let's go grab the trailer. think I'm getting the hang of it, but it's still very clunky. I especially dislike the boom going like like 5 meters of sway. That's just insane. Definitely need to fix that. It has a bunch of other issues as well, but they're not as significant as the boom sway. And with some practice, I think I can master the control. I mean, I was a lot better at the forest than with the test pile. But still, I have this one concern that you know, I think this trailer is perfect for firewood stuff. However, for log or sawmilling logs, I don't think this trailer will cut it. Now, it will lift that, no problem. But some of the logs that I do cut down are a bit bigger. I mean, something like this, for example. I don't think I can. Yeah, I probably can't even grab a hold of it. It's too big. So it's possible that maybe I can't use the trailer for those big pieces. Wasn't my goal. Actually, I wanted a single unit that would do all the job. So I'm not really sure about that situation right now. If I can't haul sawmilling logs with it, I mean decent size, everything medium I can do, no problem, but these bigger ones, then I'm not really sure if this little birthday present was worth it. Might need something bigger. There is always that option that I do like 80% of the logs with the trailer, and the remaining bigger ones, I just grab that thing for those. This thing can lift quite a huge log, actually. And something like that is no problem for that thing. Even if it's 3 meters long, it will still come. But you know, other than that, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this setup. I mean, right off the bat, everything works. Bunch of problems, but we can sort those out. However, before I wrap this up, I wanna try an energywood. Now, last year when Santa Claus was doing a bunch of light cutting, he left a lot of these energywood piles in the forest, and they're still there. I had no means to get them out. So let's see how this thing performs with energywood. This brush bunch of crap basically, but if I can nicely load it on the trailer and then unload it next to the road somewhere, then potentially I can sell that stuff and get some money back. At least it won't go to waste. So I'm gonna throw this at the sawmill pile. I have no idea why I put that there. It looks straight, but what the hell, man, that's a snake. Straight to that pile. My eyes must be deceiving me. load up. Plus I gotta unload as well. Kinda starting to think maybe this crap wasn't worth it. Seems very, very slow. My biggest concern is that the claw, man, it doesn't really have any clamping force. If anything gets stuck between the claw, then it doesn't do anything. It just bottoms out. I think I'm better off with a skid steer and a grappler bucket and a normal dumping trailer. Well, one thing's for sure, handling this stuff by hand is even 10 billion times worse than with that thing. So it took me about... No, stupid thing worked. 12:07. I think I started at 11, so it took me an hour to load this on the trailer, drive here and dump it on earth. Actually, not that long, but still. Maybe it's the freezing wind right now, but I'm really irritated at the moment. Felt like it took forever. So I don't think I'm gonna use this thing to maneuver brush around. Although you can definitely do it. It's just too slow for my taste. When moving brush around, there's one little very important thing. When you place the piles in the forest, they have to be, you know, sticks laid in a line. If they're messed up, like left, right, up and down, then it's just horrible to pick it up. If it's something like that, then it's a lot easier. Just gotta keep that in mind, I guess. But honestly, I can't give you guys a clear answer at the moment if this thing was worth it. I mean, I didn't really pay much for it. Not sure if I mentioned how much I paid, but I paid 3,600 for it. I mean, the value is there, definitely. It's definitely worth the amount of money what I paid for it, but I'm not sure if it's fast enough for me. I think picking up logs with this thing is gonna be a lot more smoother than trying to carry brush with it. So I'm gonna use it this year. If I'm not satisfied, then I'm probably gonna get something else next year. Now I will probably do like a repair video on the thing eventually. Right now it's fully operational, so I'm not gonna prioritize it. I mean, I have some other things that need some attention. For example, that thing over there. It has some oil pressure related problems. Not sure what's going on. I need to dive into that thing. But eventually I wanna do probably like a repair video on it. Just pins, bushings, tires, welds, whatever. But as of right now, I'm gonna go. It's so cold. This stupid ass wind, man, blowing right in my face. I must leave. Bye. By the way, guys, I wanna ask you something. So you remember when I made my little Mad Max upgrade to the homemade dump bed I have there? So I relocated the axle plus installed double wheels on it. Now, a lot of you have said that I should have went with a double axle instead. And honestly, I wasn't really sure what you meant by that, because there are several different types of double axles available. But if you guys meant something like this, then I think I'm totally up for it. You know, backing up with this trailer is just so much easier compared to that thing. So do let me know, guys. Did you mean something like this? Because if so, then I can totally incorporate this design into that trailer. No problem whatsoever. So do let me know. What do you think? Man, look at those two. They're so cute together. They should make love or something. Baby trailer. Would love that.